What's up, everybody? It's Mark Pyers. It's Thursday, and it's Real Talk. I'm here at my office in New Canaan, and I'm going to show you something very, very special. So today, I put this out on Instagram and on Facebook so far, but woohoo! Do you see what that is? Get you a little closer. Ready? Put it over my shoulder. Right there, guys. What do you see? Berkshire Hathaway Home Services New England, the home studio and daily vlog and podcast, Mark Pyers Real Talk. There you go, guys. Home at night. But this is the partial setup here at the office. This. You find all colors, races, creeds, and types of people no matter where you go on this planet. We are all uniquely individual. Do you understand that? There's no person in this world that's the same. We're completely unique, individually unique. We have a fingerprint, unlike anyone else. Every single thing about us is unique. The problem is the world wants us to be the same. The world is all around us telling us, nope, you gotta go walk in a straight line and follow that guy. And don't do something outside the box because that's not right. Excuse me, that's all it's about. All it's about is doing something unique, individual. Step outside of the box, find out who you are. That's life. Life is not the other stuff they're trying to tell you. It's not what they tell you in the books and what they tell you in school. In school, they're trying to keep you in line. I'm kind of sick of everybody saying you gotta stay in line. Stay in line. Follow. Just follow. Go through your life. We're not here to follow, guys. We're here to lead. We're all here to lead in our own path. Take the power of the universe into you and let it take you in a direction. And then just let it take you, guys. Do you understand? Don't get in the way of yourself. Let it take you. You have to let it drive you. What did I hear the other day? Something amazing. I think it was Steve Jobs or something. And this is an old clip I saw, where it said you have to have passion in order to be successful, because if you didn't, you'd be considered mad for continuing to drive when you fail over and over and over, and you just have no loss of fire within you. Your passion does not die. It's just the world around you that needs to wake up. Now, I got a call today from a journalist that wants me to do a story or just wants to pick my brain on buying and selling at the same time. I thought to myself, that's actually a really good topic for the show. Because when you're buying and selling at the same time, there's so many variables. Think about it this way. If you need to sell in order to buy, that's a problem right there. Because there are a lot of people out there that will not take a Hubbard clause. And do you know what a Hubbard clause is? A Hubbard clause essentially says, I love your house, I want to buy your house, but I got to sell mine first. Can we do a deal and just kind of wait for me to sell my house? And it's not as simple as that, because as a seller, what you really have is an accepted offer and the ability to continue to market and sell your home. If you could find somebody who's a ready, willing, and able buyer before that person steps up with their cash, they don't sell their house in time, someone else steps up, you could do that other deal. So as a seller, I like Hubbard clause. I would take one every day of the week. I bought my house with a Hubbard clause. Now, I would say if I was up against a seller who did not want a Hubbard clause, I wouldn't have been able to purchase my house. So you do have people who are very, very concerned about taking on a risk, like, oh, I've accepted something, the rest of the market's going to think they can't buy the house. You know, in the state of Connecticut, they work it out. It's interesting because we're marked as Hubbard. Any agent that sees that is going to see Hubbard clause, but the rest of the marketplace sees active listing. So if you're out looking for homes, you're not going to see Hubbard, and even if you did, you wouldn't even know what that meant. You're going to probably call on that property. Now, if I'm an agent, I'm probably not showing too many Hubbards, so that's the downside of taking Hubbard clause. You know, if I'm looking at 15 properties to show a client, and I see that 13 of them are available, one of them has an accepted offer, the other one's a Hubbard, I'm probably going to show them the 13 that aren't in anything. They're completely free and clear, and that's just the way, you know, you don't want your client getting into a house and saying, I love it, and you say, well, sorry, somebody else has it. Hubbard clause, they don't really have it, but it's not going to go to the top of the list when you're showing homes. You're going to show homes that are fully available. You want your clients to be able to act on them and be able to secure them. So listen, this is the type of stuff we're going to be talking about in the show going forward. But the idea, I just want to finish this thought. Buying and selling at the same time. Keep something in mind. Everybody has this mentality of, I got to take X amount away in order to take it to the next transaction, to the next piece of business, my next home. It's not how it works. You need to think about it this way. A stock is only worth what a stock is worth. When you pay $80 for a stock, if it goes down to $72 in a year, you can't get anybody to pay you $80. They're only going to pay you $72. Oh, well, I paid $80. I know you did. A market is a market. Remember that. Figure out what you can get. Look at that total and say, what could I do with that? Let me have my agent tell me what's available with that. I don't want to find out what I can do with this because I'm not getting this from the market. Remember, hope is not a strategy. What you have is reality. Don't be the person who says, I deal with a lot of pragmatic people. I try to put this one out there every time someone's not thinking straight. Think about it this way. You've got $1 million house. You get an offer for $950,000 and the seller's saying, I want $1 million. I want my $1 million. Market, it's mine. My house is better than the other houses. I want my $1 million. That guy's going to come up. Think about it this way, seller. You've got $950,000 in this hand. You got 50,000 fake dollars in this hand. And you're choosing this that doesn't exist over 950,000 real dollars that you can use, spend, deposit, invest. You have to start thinking about your moments. Don't think, 5 years ago I could have gotten, or maybe in a year I'll get. Get out. Get out. Figure out what you can get and get out. Misery comes to you when you start worrying about the pennies. I need that. Another 5,000. They've got to give me that or else I'm not going to sell it. Well, you're going to sit there. I have seen situations, sellers who years later sell their homes for the same or less than they had at the beginning. Stop being so greedy. Life is not about pulling it out of that person. It's about doing a fair deal. If they're willing to do that deal and you need to sell your house, do the deal. If you need to buy and sell at the same time, do that deal. When I sold my house, I sold it in 2 hours. You know why? I got the offer. I didn't play any games. I went back to him. We got to a number and I said, let's do the deal. I remember my wife said, she goes, we could probably get more. I said, yeah, we could. Do I want to wait 3 months for somebody to give me a couple $1,000s more? We have a house. We have a Hubbard clause accepted on a house right now. I'm not playing with my food. I'm saying yes, and I'm getting you the house that you want. Remember, life is about making the people in your life happy. My wife we were 2 children in and a third on the way in a house of 1,500 square feet, considering doing an addition or buying a house. That was the 2 options. I would say whenever you're ready to make a decision like buying or selling, consult a realtor, consult somebody who can give you some really good advice, and I am available. I'm here every day for the rest of my life. If you have any questions you want me to get into, just shoot them to me, and I will take care of them for you live here on the show. I'll bring it up one night during a podcast, whatever, but I'm here, and I think information is key. And I want to make sure you guys understand how to navigate the real estate business. When you're buying, when you're selling, there are things you can do to get deals done effectively. That's the hope, is that, people say, look, I like the way you handle yourself, and when I want to buy a house or sell a house, I'm going to call you because I think you're going to give it to me straight, but also you're going to fight for me. I think that's what I do best for my clients. I fight for them. I really... I'm as passionate about my program as I am about my clients and about their properties. I told you guys the other day, I don't cut my commission, I earn my commission. And the reason is because I fight. I get my clients every penny the market will give them. Sometimes it's not what they want, sometimes it's not what I want, but I'm getting them the most the market will bear. And that's worth something. So anyway, a lot longer of a real talk than I expect. I'm down to 2%, guys. I want to save this so I make sure I have this content for content. Do you know what happens when the phone dies and you're on a live video? You lose it all. So let me save this. I'll see you guys later on Real Talk, 227 in a row. Brad, thanks for all your kind words. Let's chat. Definitely we'll figure out how to see if we can work out doing some content because I can use some help with it. And I'll be back later for another Real Talk. I'll see you guys later. It's Mark Pyers, and it's Real Talk.